I and every other bankruptcy attorney get this question on a frequent basis. It's whether or not you can sign a reaffirmation agreement on your mortgage. So let me kind of back up before I even answer the question and talk about why are we asked that question. Because usually what will happen is somebody will file a bankruptcy. They then will pull their credit report to check on see how things are going after the bankruptcy filing, and they'll say, hey, my mortgage payments that I'm making on this house, they're not showing up on my credit report. What's going on here? That should help me rebuild my credit. And then they'll reach out to the finance company for the mortgage, and the mortgage company, the finance company or mortgage company will say, you didn't sign a reaffirmation agreement. You need to call your attorney and get them to get you to sign a reaffirmation agreement on this mortgage. A reaffirmation agreement is saying that you're reaffirming a debt, that you're going to agree to continue to make payments on a debt. And you may think, that sounds reasonable. I want to keep making my mortgage payment. Why wouldn't I sign a reaffirmation agreement on it? In our district where we're located, the judges have said there is not a need to sign a reaffirmation agreement on a mortgage. As long as you keep making the mortgage payment, the mortgage company cannot foreclose on your house. And the reason you don't want to sign a reaffirmation agreement on a mortgage generally is because if something were to ever happen, you lose a job or have something pop up where you can no longer make that mortgage payment, then you could technically walk away from the mortgage, walk away from the house, and they could not come after you for a deficiency balance if you don't sign that reaffirmation agreement. On the other hand, if you do sign the reaffirmation agreement and something happens, life happens, and you no longer can pay for that mortgage down the road, the mortgage company can come after you for that deficiency balance, attorney's fees, and all the other fees associated with them going after that mortgage. So the bottom line is this. Unless there's a rare circumstance where you can show that a mortgage company is offering you a out of this world deal, they're cutting your interest rate significantly, they're reducing the amount that you owe on your principal on the mortgage. Unless you can show some extenuating circumstances that it's just too good of a deal to pass up, the courts with where we are located are not going to allow you to sign a reaffirmation agreement on the house, on the mortgage. So what should you do? You're thinking, I want to show that I'm making these payments on my mortgage and I want it to help me rebuild my credit. What I always tell folks to do is once every 6 months, request from your mortgage company a payment history. You can then take that payment history and send it into the credit bureaus and show that you're making payments.